first 2 minutes?
Yeah, it was Dame trying to draw the charge
against Gobert.
Harden. Nifty move with the left hand.
Yeah, tough shot.
Trying to turn up the heat a little bit. Harden defended by Covington. Two former teammates and Harden, tough buckets.
That's tough. That's something you didn't see a lot of from Portland last season, turnovers. They only averaged 12.9 turnovers. That was good for the third fewest in the league.
Cantor checks out with 10 points, 9 rebounds. Dame and Nurkic back on the floor. Covington defends Harden. Harden gets his third three of the game to drop. CJ, 32 points in the midst of a career night. Harden tries to get into the paint. Blazers avoid the whistle, but Harden finishes the play. Rebound falls to Wood, 12 seconds. For the Rockets to get a shot off here. Harden tries to get to the lane, and he is fluid.
Early in the second half, I just love the fact we're seeing him get off to a good start early this season. Oh, James Harden, he just does not go away. But either way, Dame fighting through it.
Jones Jr. defends Harden. Blazers bench on their feet. Harden tries to get into the body and just a master at his craft. Rebound falls to Wood, 12 seconds. For the Rockets to get a shot off here. Harden tries to get to the lane, and he is fluid.
Now they got 17 dimes for Harden. His team down by 1 possession. Steps right, fires, hits! James Harden! Incredible!
Covington defending Harden. Covington trying not to give up the three. Harden step back three. 2 in a row for James Harden.
Now Harden sizing up Millsap. Got to stay down on him. You don't want to foul him out there. And Harden gets the lay-in. He's a little quick for Millsap.
That he put up 11 threes in that game against the Clippers. The message has basically just been keep shooting the ball. We need you to be aggressive. You and Nikola need to lead us in that regard, guys.
James Harden takes a three. 42-29 now. Nuggets lead. And Harden lays it up and in. Chris Marlowe with Scott Hastings. And Harden knocks it in. Harden draws the foul on Porter.
Somewhere Jim Gillen is smiling at you.
A little bit, yeah. Now Harden over the top, and he puts it in. 7 rebounds, 7 assists to boot. Harden breaks through, and he lays it up and in.
That's twice after that good hedge by MPJ. Twice now he's gone out just way wide.
And a 12-point lead. Murray's up to 15, and he's looking like Jamal Murray, Scotty. Don't forget the First Bank halftime report is coming up. Highlights and stats. Now Harden again. Harden right by everybody. Lay it up and in.
He fell down again. Leave anybody around him. You get 100 in your account if you use the code Nuggets, and the points bet. What we're following tonight is Murray Joker combination points.
Porter's in the lane, and he missed the lay-in.
This is 4 straight empty possessions other than the 1 free throw for Denver, and another straight blow by and an and one for Harden.
Harden steps back and fires a three and hits, finally. So it's a 3-point game with 2.5 left. There's Harden again going to the basket for 2. And you see how strong he is, because Hield is really a strong defensive player, and he just bumped him off. Harden's got the switch. He's going to work on Halliburton. Welcome to the NBA.
Post right now with Hield on him.
That's exactly what you called. Puts it up off the glass for 2. And that's going to do it. So good call, Matt Bullard. You could coach. The only ones to have more than him all played exclusively for the Celtics or the Lakers. He played for 4 different teams to get those. Oh, great pass to Harden.
Yeah, that's easy money right there. It's unusual this year. I mean, it is 2020. But he's got guys that are still trying to get in shape, guys that haven't practiced much.
Oh, how did he get that shot off? Doesn't use it, goes instead to House. House on the drive. Harden's got 4 seconds. Steps back and fires. Why not?
It's insane.
Good defensive job by Barnes. They'll go back to Harden. 5 on the shot clock. Harden to the middle, throws it up, tried to get the rebound. He does, puts it up and in. He's so strong. Oh, man.
In years past.
Taking it inside is the rookie. He missed. Here comes Wall. Gives it right up to Harden, who shoots it in one motion. And James Harden gives the Rockets the lead. Nearing the 1 minute mark, and they go to James. Buddy Hield on him. He shoots it over. Hield! James Harden with a cold-blooded three. Harden. Dribbling more than he has been this season, but then I guess why not?
Doncic is the fourth fastest player to reach 1,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 1,000 assists in his career, so he's gotten off to a terrific start.
Harden gets it to go. Hardaway back the other way. Harden laying in the weeds. Going to drive it inside, puts it up and in for two. Well, Cousins got two of them by himself.
Rockets have three, and the Mavericks have three.
Harden hits a three-pointer. Need him to warm up. Christian Wood working on Hardaway. Tipped outside to Harden. Three-pointer by James.
Pacers were patient. Swung it, got it to the open man to get the shot knocked down.
Justin Holiday has made 8 of his.
Holiday, you can't even give any one of the great players the same look.
And he just coasts right to the rim.
Yeah, that's too easy.
Turns the corner. Turner had 4 block shots in the first half.
He'll stay long. If he makes it, he makes it.
In the last 4 here at Bankers Life Fieldhouse, stripped away by Tate.
Yeah, but you know what he did? He stripped it, and the official couldn't get in there to see it.
And Harden bowls his way to the rim. And
it's a good time. The Pacers have been very active, and the guys that need to get the ball have gotten it. Oh, boy, don't let him get there, because there's nobody out there.
Harden. He's got a step going down the middle, reverses for 2. You just can't stay with him. Remember who he's giving that kiss of death to, don't you?
And also we should say that P.J. Tucker's wearing the same exact number as Mariueli, number 17.
Yep. There's Harden with a 3.
Rockets obviously did not, but he has really developed.
There's James all the way to the basket. Can you believe they wanted to double team him, but they couldn't get there fast enough. And there's a strip by Harden. Harden with a 3. There's a good layup by Harden. When I saw Bacon's name on the roster. Harden. Got a 3. A little step back by James. 7 on the shot clock. Nice pass outside and a miss by Sterling Brown. And finally James Harden got inside. Back inside and a block by Nwaba.
That was Tate. That was
Tate, I'm sorry.
Defense
Jason Tate. And inside by Harden. So a great defensive play by Tate and Harden. Boogie again. Misses. Nice rebound inside and it's blocked. Right back to Harden. He'll try it one more time and gets it to go. Good defense by John Wall in a hurry. Get in there, James. Yes. A little bit of life. Harden again, going to the basket, lays it up and in, and the Rockets now. 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Harden to the basket. He was trying for an old-fashioned 3.
Well, this season, the Rockets have shot fewer three-point shots in the last 4, and they're replacing them with shots like that from James Harden in the paint at the rim.
Prepare and get your team acclimated. You're going to be in a situation like Houston where you're trying to find their way.
Harden gets all the way to the basket.
You got to help me on those things.
I thought 47 was your era.
Yeah, well, you're right. But I don't think that's what that meant. There's a three-pointer from Harden.
he has an array of hooks and floaters and just interesting shots in the paint, and James Harden is the easy two for the dunk.
Lakers are 5-0 on the road this year. Only undefeated team left away from their home arena. Turnover LA, and Wall, oh, he missed the dunk. Did Harden get it off in time? He did. Much different story with the Houston Rockets and Steven Silas.
You know, first of all, say, B, I'm impressed with your gossip blogs, the blogs that you frequent to know about Kuzma and his dating. But
so Kem Birch has come in and he's made some things happen. 7 points. Harden, the Euro for 2. The Beard going to the basket. Bone with a head of steam. Shamet got a hand and intercepts. Harden accelerates to the hoop. James Harden.
Anthony defending. James Harden with the jumper.
Picked up by Vucevic. Mismatch. Harden sizes him up. Step back Jay. He's got it. Rattles down for James Harden. They've turned it over 14 times tonight. Jordan hands to Harden. Floats it up. Rimming in. Knotted up at 81 apiece. 2-for-1 opportunity. Harden, king of the 2-for-1. A 3. Bullseye for the Beard. Rebound fought for. Perry, nice effort as he out-rebounded Clark. Right down the middle. Bank shot is good for James Harden. Harden against Ross. Step back Jay. Sweet. James Harden from downtown. Welcome to Brooklyn.
As we check out the Nets, front line of Durant, Green, and Jordan as they get right to it.
You know, the players are great. You know, Giannis, Chris, Drew, Brooke, all these guys. You know, they get a lot of stops, and then, you know, they go the other way. They play fast. They share it. You know, we want to shoot it. We want to get to the paint.
The reverse missed by Antetokounmpo.
Speaking of fortunate and easy buckets you usually make, Giannis giving them the payback.
Milwaukee struggling from three-point range. 4 of 19, 1 for their last 11, and they are an excellent three-point shooting team. Is Harden with a runner? He rarely attempted a three-point shot. Here's Harden. Yes.
You have to give the credit of Brooklyn a lot of defense, or Brooklyn a lot of credit right now, staying in the passing lane.
Nice floater by Harden. And one of the team leaders now with the Bucks. The pass from Harden comes right back to him, and he puts it down.
You know, Marv, we see Coach Nash talking to Harden. And again, so much has been made of the styles of play of players, as you see Harden toughen down from the top of the key. Pretty soon the defense is going to have to come up, then he'll drive by for that Euro step up.
Harden showing the complete bag of tricks. DiVincenzo goes back in. Durant with the rebound. Nets up by 5. Harden on the drive. Yes. What a move by James Harden. So the Nets in possession now. Here's Harden, got the step. Harden banks it home. 32-10 for Harden, and this is second game. As it is, Harden going left this time, and he is able to get the roll on the front rim.
Durant had 11 first-half points. Finds Harden. Harden step back 3. That's his first field goal. Drummond checked in, tied for 5th in the entire NBA in deflections. Harden around Dotson. His teardrop doesn't go, but his follow does as Harden guides it in with the left hand and trims the Cavs lead to 4. Durant spins, fires long. Luau Cabarrot with that long reach keeps the possession alive, goes back to Harris. He'll swoop one off to Harden for a 3. Harden watched by the rookie Okoro. The shot clock shows 5. Harden now picked up by Sexton, launches a long distance 3.
3:37 to go on the 4th. Harden. Stop and go. Harden. Count it. Off the window. A little dipsy-do from the old school move of James Harden.
What a game tonight here from downtown Cleveland. Harden goes baseline and scores. Harden has 21 points. Court guarded by Andre Drummond.
I'm looking for Harden to be much more aggressive now with Durant out of the game.
James Harden with a triple. Ball corralled by Jordan, and out comes Irving. Irving, top of the key to the foul line to Harris. Extra pass to a wide open Harden. Harden pockets the corner three and gives the Nets a 9-4 lead. 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 7 points for the 12-year man out of Arizona State. Step back three.
They don't like to do that. You got to keep the pressure on them.
Harden hesitates. He's picked up by Okoro. Step back three. Woo. Harden has 13 points. He's knocked down 4 triples. Allen had it knocked away. He recovered. I mean, to complete your point, AC, we know this team can score. Harden to the bucket, lays it off the window and lays it in.
He manufactured that basket, and that's a unique skill. If people can't respect what he brings to the game, I question their knowledge of the game.
Harden to the bucket. He has 19 points.
Irving. Harden cutting. And is that going to count? Could be a goaltend. It is a goaltend. Miami trapping. Harden evades and finishes.
Yeah, I love what you said earlier as Brooklyn goes for a 2-for-1 opportunity. Miami, no excuses. That's what they are all about. As Harden finally knocks down a three-pointer.
Miami, the worst rebounding team in the NBA, and they're +6 in the rebounding department as James Harden and one. He'll go to the line, chance at a three-point play. Potential 3-and-D player that could be available. We'll see. There's a pick by Harden. Harden going all the way in for the two-handed jam. Brooklyn maintaining their lead. Approaching the 5-minute mark. Low scoring affair. Here's Harden and a big shot for James Harden.
Last shot. Expect James Harden to maybe try to find his rhythm on this play.
And here goes Harden all the way in. He scores the layup.
And they're pretty effective and efficient while doing so. Miami opts to double team.
Here's Harden. Long three is up. Got it off in time. And a big hit for James Harden and the Brooklyn Nets. Big boys involved. Harden got another one. Just adding to it, Grant. Just adding to it.
Three-point shot. And he's been so efficient with it.
Nets opening a 3-game road trip. Harden floats it right down the middle.
Downtown to knock that down.
Step back for Harden, and he answers with the three.
And when he gets to dancing like it between his legs, you know a three is coming.
34-31. Harden over Herter. Good
well,
again.
Like I said, whenever he gets to dancing and going between his legs, he's sizing you up. Gallo bailed himself out there. Should have put it on the floor and back Harris down.
Harden to the rim. Boy, James Harden just going to work here. You know, the Hawks had success with matchups inside, Neek. Starting to go away from it a little bit. Here's Harden. Good again.
Goodness gracious.
And you see KD. These guys, you know, they just have such a world of confidence. They know if they just miss a couple, don't worry.
Exactly.
They'll be back, and Harden drills one.
Harden got super free on that one.
Nets come the other way. Harden leads the 5-on-4 and lays it in.
Oh, he comes at you full speed. There's nothing much you can do.
I would go double him right away.
Well, he's going to go one-on-one here. You saw that coming.
And hits the three.
You saw that coming.
Yes, you did, and you just can't sit there and watch your destiny happening to you like that. Reddish does that very well, too. Keeps those hands low to the ground, and he'll get that crossover dribble. I like the matchup, but you still may need some help.
Harden right to the hole.
Up in age, but you can certainly finish.
Horford on the putback. Boy, he had a great opportunity there. You can see him slap his hands as there is Harden right down the lane, and Malado can't slow him down. And the Nets quickly back on the offensive end. Harden, little step back, his patent three-point shot, and he knocks it down. Even when the ball gets initiated inside.
You know, he may not be a fancy passer, you know, like Jokic, but he does a good job of just, you know, facilitating the offense when the ball gets in his hands.
Here is Roby right there with Harden. Harden, who is the 2018 MVP. And Roby trying to defend. Harden had the step, drives, and there is a finish, and a tough one in traffic down the lane.
What you have to do is lock down on everybody else now.
Irvin's on the bench to start the second as Harden floats it up and in. Particularly in the mid-range as defensive players sort of sag off of him, trying to capitalize as Harden, another tough contested shot to close out there from Pokashevsky. See if the Thunder can implement some of those adjustments here on the defensive end. Harden, boy, it does about a 720 around the rim. 9 consecutive that prompted Brooklyn to call a timeout.
They're looking very comfortable in his skin as he just continues to impress.
Oh, and the Thunder with another foul on an and one. This time it's Dort on the 3.
Yeah, that 4-point play put a dent in the fender, you know, of that comeback.
And just like that, it is 6 in a row individually there by James Harden.
LA coming off a 129-115 win over the Knicks on Sunday afternoon. And there's the Nets finally cashing in on the interior. And that rebound snatched by Harden. Harden, bump, flip, off the window for James Harden. 44 seconds to play, first half. Leonard can't hit on the inside. Harden got a little body from Jackson, and Harden Euro to the rim. Scoop, there it is. James Harden.
I'm impressed with your knowledge. I mean, that's impressive there. I mean, he was embraced by the mainstream art scene and certainly one of the pioneers in that regard. And so,
yeah, the guys were very upset, and it was a stunning loss to Washington. And he thought it was a huge step back defensively, not just the way it ended. Harden nails it from the outside. Landry Shamet, ball fake, kick. Harris, swing. Here's Harden. Teardrop, gets the roll. James Harden going to the hoop. Kyrie Irving has 37 points, but 2 misses on a 3-ball. We approach 4 minutes to go in the 4th. James Harden got a 3.
I mean, you know that about Toronto, and they're already setting the tone early, so you've got to be ready for this pressure.
Harden, step back 3 is good. James Harden coming off a triple-double.
First miss in 7 tries, and here comes James Harden. Back-to-back triple-doubles for Harden. 4 already is a net. His 3 is good.
They were in retreat and backpedaling much of the first period because of their miscues offensively. A little easier when you're doing this if you're James Harden.
The Raptors have an 8-point lead with 30 seconds to go. They blew a 17-point lead, but come back. Harden with the layup. Nets aren't done yet, especially with Harden.
Seth Curry, who sat the second half Thursday night against Portland because of illness. Got to stop that guy, James Harden, all the way to the cup for 2.
Think about the game last night against Toronto and how they were able to generate offense out of their defense.
Harden on the follow. You would have thought he could have just given Harden a delay a game there for not giving the ball. Would have been a warning.
Just play on.
Harden hits the 3.
T. Stiebel now assigned to Harden. His 4th bucket. Harden patiently getting it done. Bringing you all the action of the Sixers-Nets game from Wells Fargo Center. Second of back-to-back games for the Nets, but they still have James Harden, even though they don't have Kevin Durant. Curry 2 for 2 from beyond as Danny Green took a tumble, and Embiid going to take over here against Harden. Should be fun. Harden stays back for a 3, and down it goes.
Putting all its chips on the fact that they're going to outscore people all the way to an NBA championship. Let's see whether or not they can make that happen. Harden.
Green. No. Oh, he was hoping for the contact. He had the look and then delayed it, looking for the contact. Whistle silent, and on the other end, it's Harden getting 2 of his 23. Sixers again matching their largest lead at 14. Harden just doing his thing.
And the defense has suffered. They don't think defense much at all anymore. Harden down the lane, throws it up and in. Off the heel. Jeff Green with a rebound. Harden down the lane. Harden off the square for a score. Was he in the passing mode? Harden against Jeremy Grant. Screen from Green. Harden to the rim. Flips it up, fills it up.
There was no hesitation. He shot it comfortably. Tells me, George, in practice and in scrimmages, they've been allowing him to go for it. Alertness on the part of Sadiq Bey to retrieve that loose ball and then immediately get it right back to Isaiah Stewart.
Great heads-up play. Meantime, Harden attacks the rim. Rebound DeAndre Jordan. Quickly to Harden. Harden rocks that dribble and drives it. Makes it look so easy off the window.
He's coming off cleaner, crisper now. His moves, his cuts are sharp. Wayne Ellington.
Quick score for Brooklyn.
Still time. Harden poised and patient. He'll take a 3 and hit.
Good defensive effort. Sabonis went for 20 points, 9 rebounds, and a couple of blocks. Harden the acceleration in the bucket. James Harden strong. The Nets have given up in any half this season is 40. Pacers are at 30. Deep one. Harden. Book it. A bomb for 3 from the Beard. Harden one-on-one. Gets around McDermott. And the driving deuce for the Beard. As Sumner has returned. Sabonis crowding Green. Get it in. Harden makes his move and makes it look easy.
Oubre starting to come on. He had just a horrible start to the season as Harden swishes a 3. Curry, quick release on the 3. He's just 1 of 6 from downtown so far here tonight. Harden gets inside, lays it up and in.
See the Warriors' little 3-quarter court falling back into a little 2-3 zone, trying to disrupt the Nets offensively.
Harden left open. That's a 3. James Harden.
No, but certain guys, it's not a bunch of guys in there. There's about 5 of them that have separated themselves in this first half of the season, in my opinion.
James Harden, meanwhile, hits another 3-pointer. And the Warriors have been a very good defensive team. Harden back-to-back 3-pointers. Harden again. James Harden from downtown, his 5th 3-pointer.
Shake off some of the rust, but ever since I've watched him even at Duke, that little half hook is beautiful.
James Harden drills the 3 ball.
Best thing to do is don't let him catch it back.
Yeah, good help by Fox that time. Harden spins into the paint and got the touch. Great tenacity on the offensive glass by Whiteside. Harden with the step-back jumper, got it. The 5 for the Sacramento Kings, who are out Rashawn Holmes if you're just joining us. Shot clock down to 3. Whiteside on Harden.
Oh, no foul
and a
there.
Potential 4-point play. Cut into the basket for a layup, right?
Yeah, until I got to Sacramento, and then they took the reins off and said,
James Harden with the crossover and flush. DeAndre Jordan so good at tapping that basketball out to his teammates.
Yes.
Harden step back 3 over Hield and knocks in another one. James Harden.
Grab and hold that way. Yeah. I mean, that's how you get 79 points and a half, or 74 and a half.
As Harden knocks in another 3. Doug, you got a great point.
And this year would be no different if you look at his numbers. So, you know, that might be surprising when you see how quickly he's done it, but not if you look at his career.
Robinson guarding Harden up court. Harden with another 3. Got it. I watched Harden and Kyrie play together on USA Basketball's 2014 World Championship team, and they played with a lot of fluidity and shared the basketball.
Playing the third of 5 straight on this Western trip. They beat Sacramento last night as James Harden gets into the book. The multiple passes, it might not show up in the first, second quarter. You start getting late third, fourth quarter, all those passes making the defense play a full run. Paul got stuck, able to get one on the rim. Harris with the rebound. And now Harden, little sidestep. The Euro, a dandy for James Harden. This time goes to his right. And there's number 21 in your program, Jimmy Jackson.
Number one in your heart. Number one in your heart, baby. Hey, listen, Steve Nash should thank me because I'm the reason why he got the MVP that year. To space the court, to be able to catch and shoot, put it on the deck, and play some defense on the wing.
James Harden hits a mid-range, and they've got 66 on the board. Just under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Harden for 3. That's in there.
Take another step forward just based on what we saw from them last year, in particular Phoenix in the bubble. See James Harden once again able to get to his left hand.
12 for the game. Booker had the big first quarter with 16 after he scored 17 against Orlando, and now James Harden drills a 3. That's his third made three-pointer tonight.
Imagine the confidence you have as a perimeter player to push up on your man a little bit more, knowing that you have help on the back line. Now, it didn't help that time because he rotated.
Here's Payne, gets by Jordan. Wow, just right by him. Can't score it, though. Chioza comes away, gives it up. Harden on the drive with the right hand, is offhand.
Is going to have multiple empty possessions on the offensive end. You just have to take advantage of it, which Brooklyn has done.
Here's Harden for 3, and Brooklyn stays hot in this third quarter. Boy, 2 monster threes down here late in the fourth. Brooklyn down 7. Here goes Harden. And he gets a friendly bounce. Put a little English on that one. Yeah, these two teams are into it. Both benches are up. Here goes Harden all the way in. The C's part for James Harden. And Brooklyn with the board. Jeff Green secures it. A chance for the Nets to take the lead. James Harden for 3. Oh, he's got it. James Harden with a big three-pointer. Brooklyn, for the first time tonight, is on top.
From outside will not go. Here comes James Harden and Harris. And underneath, wide open was Bruce Brown. Hit by a couple, kicks it back out, and they reload. Harden for 3. It's been the road where the Lakers have really opened a lot of eyes. 13-3, Laker record away from L.A. Outside, Harden with a 3. He puts it down, James Harden, and a rebound inside by Jeff Green. 11 assists a game for Harden. Look at him snake his way inside for 2. Shot clock down to 10. Harden with it, 3 of 6 so far. 8 points, takes it in, collides into Harrell, and got it to go.
Strong personalities on this team. There's only one basketball. These guys understand how to play with one another and how to win. As another 3 here by the Brooklyn Nets.
And he's a durable player, too. He has had 3 consecutive seasons scoring 30 points or more.
Oh, no.
Here he comes. Great acceleration for 2 from James Harden. Caldwell Pope has one rattle out. Harris led the NBA in three-point shooting a couple years ago. Last year was 7th. This year is 4th. Harden drives with Gasol trying to defend and can't. And a timeout taken by the Lakers.
Beverly picks up the first. I like the fact that they didn't call technicals on that.
I think they should make him actually fight.
Harden
drop the cage down and let him go.
Harden's averaging over 8 rebounds a game in addition to leading the league in assists and scoring 24 games as he banks it home. Harden, step back 3. Got it. James Harden from way downtown.
On that shot. You can't lose your discipline if you get scored on that type of shot.
And Harden, a beautiful floater into the paint. He thrives on these type of games, these matchups when he goes up against some of the great players in the league. Harden, again, James Harden off to a hot start. He's 5 of 8 from the field. He's got 13 points. Jordan, the former Clipper, coming off the bench now. Jeff Green's been starting. Harden flips it up and in. Makes it look so easy. He's got 17. Harden again, flips it up and in. James Harden. 5-point Brooklyn lead. Harden, count it, and the foul. The shot making continues to be incredible here in the first half. George fights over it. Shot clock winding down, and Harden nails it.
It's a tough finish. The only thing that you have to question is sometimes their defensive rebounding, but they get such easy, quick shots. I mean,
Quinn Snyder as well. Harden for 3. That's good. James Harden from downtown. He's got 28. Zubats on Harden. Harden gets past him, easily flips it up and in. Down by 6. Still 6.5 remaining. And 6 on the 24. Harden step back 3 is good. James Harden from downtown, his 4th three-pointer.
That screen.
Claxton couldn't finish, but Harden can.
Last season in college, 44% on the year.
Harden step back. He got it. A block and a steal in 9 minutes. Sacramento 5 of 5 in the second as Harden hits the 3. Back and forth they go. No whistles, no stops until now. Here comes Irving pushing pace. Sacramento back. Harden, rhythm dribble, and the hit from 3. It was Brooklyn who shot 75% in the first. Sacramento shooting 74% here in the second as Harden lays it in. Nice setup there from Harden.
Passing ability out of the pick and roll, a floater.
Harden step back. He got it. James Harden, 18 points in this first half.
I do remember that phase.
Harden, a 3 is good. Harden floats it up and in. Beautiful orchestration from Harden. Brown finds Johnson. Harden ducks inside. That floater is good.
Everyone touching the basketball, you rotated enough.
I don't know if you're capable of doing that. I am. I happen to have that muscle.
I am not capable of doing that.
I'll show you during the timeout. Harden, a 3, cans it from long range. Harden, early offense, lulls the defender to...
That's it, and because of his versatility, it'll make a major impact.
Splash! James Harden, the beard from downtown. Similar feel against Detroit the other night. Harden turns the corner and takes it in for 2. Scoop to the hoop for James Harden. We'll set the screen against Carter Williams. Switch, Harden with Ross. Step back J is pure. Harden. Will he keep the streak alive? Yes, sir. A triple. Timeout Magic.
All of those guys, I think, deserving.
Our friend from Sports Illustrated, Howard Beck, tweeted that, and he was on the money. Harden on the money with a 3. He gets the friendly roll.
Harden with 7 to shoot. Hesitates, now drives, looking to draw the foul. He does, count it, and 1. Once again, getting the contact from Richardson and a chance for a 3-point play. Hardaway hesitated, now puts up the 3. That shot off the mark. Finney-Smith keeps it alive, but Jeff Green comes up with it. Harden goes right at Brunson, right to the rack and banks it home. Won 6 of 7. We're playing their best basketball of the season. Harden, step back 3, got it. Harden against Tim Hardaway Jr. Leans in, Hardaway falls down, Harden knocks it down.
Hardaway saying that should have been a charge. That's 10 straight points now.
Especially when Robertson's in.
Harden, another step back, draws the foul, counted and one. James Harden with a chance for a 4-point play. Kyrie Irving also out tonight with that shoulder. And that's being very careful, obviously, with both their superstars. As Harden knocks down another three. That's his third three-pointer. Step back three again.
Porzingis turns it down, throws it back out. Doesn't mean you shoot the basketball. You just want to touch it and make plays for one another.
Harden with the high release. James Harden having a spectacular first half. He's got 25.
And benefiting with extra touches on the block.
Shot clock winding down. Harden spins, flips it up and in. James Harden now with 27.
You've got to play defense.
You got to get stops. You got to be able to get stops in a tight ball game.
Pirtle got the bucket a moment ago, and then Harden comes around and sticks a three. DeRozan now with 10 as the Spurs cut it to 8. Harden.
Good work between those two. Jakob Pirtle just runs right into that screen.
Harden gets physical coming down the lane to get the lead right back.
The sense is the lane is wide open. It's a great pass from Patty Mills. Better cut from Lukas Samanic.
Harden answers the two the other way. I think he's going to be a centerpiece along with Sexton and Garland in that young team. Harden gives the lead back to Brooklyn. No help there. Harden for three. Knew he missed it. Puts it right back up and in.
Keita Bates-Diop has played some pretty solid defense with his limited time in the ball game, and then James Harden gets free along the baseline. And
Jordan gets it back, and now Harden is what the heck. Gets the three.
We got a huge break that time.
A little loose with it, but it seems to fall back in the right guy's hands every time, and Harden drives and scores.
It's okay, I like the effort. I like the sidestep there by Lonnie to get that wide open three ball.
James Harden. Content for the moment. Harden for three. Got it.
Yeah, and that's just pop figuring that his guys dug themselves too much of a hole.
You can hear a mix of cheers and a little smattering of boos from the just under 4,000 fans here at the Toyota Center.
I've known this man since he was a sophomore in high school. He's always been the best guy in the room.
Wow. Well, a lot of guys are looking forward to the break. Oladipo up high. Looked like he wanted to punch that, but couldn't get there. Harden, meanwhile, at the other end, gets the layup, waltzing through the lane. Harden steps back for three. Got it. That dude knows the rims here. He knows how the iron is. You can hear the players calling out on defense, by yourself. No screen coming. Harden gets by Wall. Floater rolls in with 8 seconds to go in the half. Jordan clears for the Nets. Tempo picking up a little bit. Harden with the hezzy. Spins into the paint. Euro steps. That was vintage James Harden. Yeah. That's a good catch there, Jeff Van Gundy, as Harden with a layup. 11 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. James Harden with incredible passing and shooting and scoring. Goes underneath the screen, got caught up on it, and Harden made him pay. It's going to be a whistle and a foul underneath in the meantime. McLemore with the tip. I missed. Harden for three. Yes! James Harden drills another one.
Baseline triple, but Jordan just was assuming he was going to shoot it.
Harden between the legs to the hole, scores with the strong hand, the left hand.
You know, Joe Harris, he's telling the truth, but James Harden is truly a special passer of the basketball. It's just sometimes it gets overlooked when you see how put the English on that for the finish.
One of the all-time great finishers, and that guy's on the list as well. James Harden gets to the basket.
No Kevin Durant, no Blake Griffin, no Timothé Luwawu-Cabarrot. Harden one-on-one with T. Harden muscles in for two.
He had 9 first-quarter points, none since. Now a layup to bring Boston within 5. Harden on the drive. Harden scores with a left. Between last season and this, now pushing 6:10. Late clock here. Harden crossover. Harden gets by Tatum, and it's down. James Harden.
Nets leading by 4, approaching 2 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Nick Claxton in the game. 2-man game with James Harden. Gets that floater to go in the lane.
Play. Anytime that an opponent walks in to play the Nets, they're always going to bring their best.
James Harden tying it up. Patient. 7 on the shot clock. Attacks. Left-hand floater. So good. 1:40 to go in regulation. Harden, full head of steam. Right at Plumlee. Banks it in. Off the Jordan screen. Now it'll work on Plumlee. 10 on the shot clock. Splits the defense. The push shot's good. James Harden. Harden. Work on Plumlee. 3. He's going to have to put it up. In the lane. Push shot falls. Harden once again.
Knicks come into this game tied for 6th in the East. They're just 1 game back of 4th, but they're also only 3 games ahead of 10th in a very crowded Eastern Conference as Harden gets to the bucket.
The miss by Ntilikina.
Great block out.
Harden, pep in his step, turns the corner. James Harden finds a way again.
Harden, the floater.
And you're just trying to string together stops. Look at Taj trying to get down in the stance.
Harden high off the glass with the left hand. Harden by himself now drives on Bullock. And the layup is good. High off the glass. 15 points, 15 assists for James Harden. He scored the last 10 points in the victory against the Pistons on Saturday. Harden, the floater, puts it up and in. James Harden now at 17.
Brogdon picked up an early foul guarding Harden. Stop and go. Harden inside and got it in a foul.
He let it go. There was 1 second on the clock.
He's played almost 12 first half minutes. He's dealing with Harden now. And Harden with a left hand. And had it popped away from behind.
Yeah, he's got to know that very well can happen.
Boy, he's so good with the ball, Quinn.
Yeah, because Chris, he handles it so well, puts so much pressure on you.
First possession of the second half for the Nets, and it's Harden looking to make a move on Sabonis. Gets by him too easy.
Yeah, and Brown is hurt. He's not even down there. So the Pacers, they missed an advantage, missed an opportunity there. Good basketball, though, Chris. That's good basketball. Recognition.
Harden has 22.
He had the right idea, but he didn't recognize that Brooklyn was going to have 3 people waiting for him when he got there.
And that goes in. McConnell got him.
Yeah.
Now Brooklyn has a chance to tie or take the lead. He splits it. Harden puts it up short. Got his own rebound, and we're tied.
Again, the little box in one zone underneath the man-to-man by McConnell. And you can see Harden looking to take advantage with his size. Tough shot. But I thought he was,
and
Claxton was able to get to it.
And Harden goes in and scores. To the 3-minute mark we go. And Harden with a left hand got it.
Man, he is hard to deal with.
A 36-point night for James Harden. 5-time scoring leader. Gets around Brogdon, puts it up and in.
Harden into the teeth of Orlando's defense, banks it in.
That's what the official had, is that he didn't have possession of the basketball.
Harden floats it over Vucevic. Vuce batted it out of the cylinder. And that's goaltending. Harden has 28. Vucevic on the switch out on Harden. Harden for three. His first three tonight.
It's a huge shot. Imagine taking advantage of that switching defense.
Harden answers with a three.
Manhandling Green in Washington, just dominating the paint on these first few possessions. Harden got the angle. Raul Neto into the game for Washington. Harden separates and flips it in. It's a team that's 8th in the league in free throw attempts per game. Claxton ends up with a loose ball off good activity. Harden in rhythm, connects on a much needed three. 7 turnovers have led to 14 Brooklyn Nets points. Harden, the breakdown, the separation, you bet. James Harden in his bag. His offensive impact has still been absolutely ridiculous despite shooting so poorly. But he's starting to get it going tonight. Harden locked in. Washington was off to a 20-6 start, then Brooklyn stormed back. Harden, what a crossover and an easy finish. He looks just fine. Harden, 17 points, 6 assists, 4 boards. Step back three is good. Third triple of the night for James Harden. Clears out. A three, no. Oh, how about that? Jordan got it back to Harden for the finish off the window. Harden leans in and finishes.
There was some off-ball movement that cleared out any weak side help. So if he didn't just lose the ball, he would have had 2 points.
Here's Harden, a slam right down the middle. The Wildcat row, he's got 9 points now. Harden running start, floater, rattles home. Covington has 2 fouls, tries to defend Harden, and they're going to get Covington for his 3rd foul as Harden also gets the bucket. Harden attacking Cantor, sidestep, finish. That was ruled good initially. They waived that. That's why the Blazers now have a 1-point lead. And Derrick Jones Jr., left arm contusion, obviously returning back to play as Harden sinks the floater. So McCollum now 3 of 12, off to a decent start, but to find his groove again here in the second half. Harden off the glass.
That was good defense from CJ to stay stride for stride.
Here's McCollum. Jones Jr. Lob intercepted. Harden puts his head down, racing to the cup. Finishes with the left.
That one resulted in a turnover from CJ.
James Harden to the basket. Easy scoop and score for the Beard. 6.5 to play in the half. Harden against Sadiq Bey. Harden turns the corner, got to the basket with ease, flipped it up and in. Hustle play pulls the Pistons to within 6. 4:40 till halftime. Harden rocks that dribble, guns for 3, and it's through. Backs up against Ellington. Shot clock at 10. Pounds that dribble, gets to the basket, floats it up and in. Harden gets it back, clock at 11. Gets to the paint, gets to the rim, lays it up, lays it in. Given some room from Plumlee. The hand back to Harden, runs up the lefty hook and hits it. Now it's a 65-61 game. Harden to the basket.
He's got the Pistons sort of in between right now.
Jordan screens. Harden floats it up from in front, fills it up. Gets himself in just the right spot. Harris checks in for Claxton for Brooklyn. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Harden with a long gun. It goes with 0.5 of a second to play in the third. Oh, yeah. Here's James Harden for 3. It's through, and he has drawn a foul. He's averaged a near triple-double since he was dealt to Brooklyn. Here's the top side long gun for Harden that goes. Harden with a drive. Lobbed it to Claxton, who couldn't hit it, but Harden follows and fills it up.
He's been able to guard him when he drives it as well.
Harden backs into Jackson, who lost his balance, and Harden flips it up and in to make it 106-102. By the way, Harden's playing with 5 fouls, Gregory. Can they win this game without him?
I don't think so.
He will drive it, flip it up, and fill it up, and he draws the foul.
Working the basketball, yo-yoing it before getting going. He's hot.
James Harden with the pump fake, lays it off the glass for 2. Being watched by Hernan Gomez. Drives, baseline, off the glass and spun it in.
You give him that room on the left.
Kyrie Irving, James Harden, Green, Brown, and TLC. 6 seconds. James Harden taking his time, puts it through. Green has it up top. Harden, the floater, pure.
But nice to hear that Kevin Durant is playing some 4-on-4. He's progressing. Of course, they're still going to monitor him closely, but looking good.
Ooh, Harden.
And you think about those names, and that's where it goes back to players like Griffin or Aldridge.
Ooh. James Harden, the step back, and puts through that 3. That's led by as many as 17. Timberwolves got to within 4 in the quarter. Harden goes right at Naz Reid. James Harden right down Flatbush for 2. Outside to Griffin. It's Harden once again for 3. Yes! James Harden up to 28.
And he could pour it in from 3, shooting 40% this season. 4 straight years shooting over 40 from 3.
Oh, push shot. James Harden has everything working. Now it's Bruce Brown with him. 6-point game. Approaching 6 minutes as Harden fires from 3. Are you kidding me? Harden. Quick pass over Bruce Brown. Gives it outside, wide open 3. James Harden. How do you leave that man wide open?
And he's coming off a game where he didn't score much. He didn't have a lot of touches or looks.
Harden turns the corner and gets the deuce. And he has rounded out his game now in his 5 years in the NBA. Philly, Charlotte, Milwaukee, New Orleans, Detroit, and Houston. Harden, the floater. Makes it look so easy getting to the cup. Quadrant.
Keep you in a bubble.
Plexiglass.
Bird bubble.
Olynyk went for the steal, so Harden takes advantage and gets to the rim for 2. Harden lost it for a moment. Shot clock at 5. And Harden taps it home. Off the miss. James Harden was ready underneath. TLC in the area. Straight up defense here. Harden drives in, gets around his man. Count it, and a foul. Harden against Johnson. Harden, saucy, that's a 3. Claxton, the rebound, gets rid of it quickly for Harden.
I did see that movie.
Oh, you did?
A couple times.
Reese Witherspoon. Oh, the jumper goes! James Harden and the foul. Harden watched by Vassell using the Claxton screen. The floater goes for James Harden. He makes it look so easy.
For Shamet to be coming back off this curl once he sets the screen. There you go. Ooh.
Shamet's got to catch it, though.
Thought we had that, Bird.
Harden. Well, he'll just improvise and do his thing. Harden handles it against Jones. Harden makes his move, splits defenders, and scores.
Excellent patience.
Shot clock is down to 6. Step back, Jay. Beautiful. James Harden from all angles. Harden the other way. The jumper, count it. James Harden, a downtown hit.
Bringing a screen to James Harden to try to get the switch. Tristan has been that guy on a couple of occasions. James's blow-by is incredible. That's what he does, Mike. One of the best in the league. In that case, in help defense, they've been solid.
Harden flips it up. Tough shot. He thought he got bumped. Shot clock at 7.
Harden, step back three. That's good.
Wow.
They could just, the potential to score points in a hurry as Harden drills the three-pointer. Down the stretch of the season with that turf toe. Harden slips inside and gets the layup.
Sharing the basketball, playing together as a team, whereas Boston, conversely, has played a lot of ISO basketball and right on cue on Jabari Parker.
Offensive foul on Parker, so Shabbat leads Boston to 3 foul calls. Harden with the bucket, and he is fouled.
Brooklyn's been able to score 14 points off of those turnovers, almost 16 if Jeff Green was able to complete that alley-oop from Harden.
Harden makes the move on Fournier, scores, yes, and it counts.
He was determined on that play. Tatum getting to the rim and following his coach's advice by attacking and not settling.
And Harden, Harris, Durant, Griffin up front. This is Harris flipping it out. Harden puts the move on Tatum. And a foul. Grant Williams with a 3, so it's 111-87. Harden comes right back from downtown.
That really is the key, and it's been the key for the Boston Celtics team, even with a healthy Jaylen Brown, is Kemba Walker's health and aggressiveness offensively.
Meanwhile, James Harden, aggressive offensively, draws the foul. Shot's good. They will lead one of those games where they really shoot the ball well. Harden drives past Fournier, gets inside, no help, and an easy bucket for Harden. Doing an excellent job distributing through the first 2 games, 8 assists and 7 assists. Hasn't had to explode offensively scoring. Steps back, knocks down the 3, and Harden with 10 points in the first couple of minutes.
Driving from the slot right to the rim.
Harden's step back 3 is good. James Harden 4 for 4 from the field. He's got 13 points.
And that all started out of the double team of Tatum, getting the ball moving.
Harden gets inside and easily scores.
I thought the last time he let Kyrie Irving off the hook by not taking advantage of the position. This time he made him pay the price.
Harden misses. And a goaltend. Boy, Brad Stevens wondering about that one.
I wonder how many are on Durant and how many are on everybody else.
Harden answers with a three-pointer.
Harden takes the 3, makes the 3.
9 offensive rebounds, 19 points, 13 boards overall. Harden, the step back and the foul. James Harden with a chance for a 4-point play. Harden, corner three-pointer. That's good. James Harden now with 33 points. That's his 6th three-pointer. Make that 36 points for Harden. 12-point game with under 3 to play. Harden for 3. Puts it in. James Harden, his 7th three-pointer.
He's missed a lot of time himself with knee injuries. Second-year player out of Georgia, could be a factor defensively as James Harden forced the steal. Turnover Brooklyn, and Pritchard gives it right back. He thought he was fouled. Here's Joe Harris. Brooklyn would love to get him going a little bit. On a cut to the basket, Harden throws it down. James Harden on a rim run. Difficult when they're playing good defense. They've had their problems this year defensively. Harden gets right by Fournier to a strong hand, scores with the left.
But that's why James Harden took his time patiently and then able to waltz right down and get an easy layup.
Here goes Harden. Little sidestep, gets right by Thompson. Harden again to the basket. Brooklyn has not missed in this quarter as a member of the Orlando Magic. Now Fournier trying to check James Harden. Harden goes to the right hand this time, finishes with a left hand.
Yep, Celtics, you want to keep this in shouting distance, see if you can get this lead. Again, another straight line drive. I was going to say below double digit.
Little over 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Harden goes to work. Fournier's on him, shakes him. Harden scores.
He didn't shake him.
Not 1, but 2 ACL injuries back to back. He's still only 26 years of age, Jabari Parker.
And James Harden, speaking of that.
James Harden guarded by Romeo Langford. Second consecutive start for Langford on the Romeo Langford joining it with some of their younger players, Peyton Pritchard and Aaron Neesmith. We'll see how they go along in this game. So the Nets are 0 for 4 from behind the arc. Marcus Smart will let one fly. Now he's missed 9 consecutive threes. Going back to game 4. Thought he was fouled. Harden on the take. And Harden scores as Fournier hits the deck.
But that right there is a little skewed. Like, numbers don't tell the whole story. Look at the teams that and the players. And speaking of players, that's why he has an opportunity.
He knows he's got a lot of options and a lot of weapons.
And it was my pleasure to play with Steve, and that's just that right there is just,
Tatum and Durant matching up against each other on both sides of the floor. A good part of this game. Fournier guarding Harden, and Harden gets the contact and one for James Harden. Claxton gets a touch here. Thompson on him. 3 quick team fouls on the Celtics as Harden knocks down a tray. James Harden.
You think you get it?
I'm saying that is a done deal.
Come on, man.
Harden pulls a string. Fournier trying to stay with him. Gets by him now. Loses him. Scores it. Marcus Smart trying to stay with Harden. Cash money. They all hit, and all from the same spot. That overturned call at the 8.5-minute mark, if that stays Boston's way, they were down 10 at the time. They have a chance to cut it to single digits as Harden buries a 3.
And once again, the Nets really unable to get anything going on this end of the floor.
Here's Harden throwing it up with the left hand and banking it home for his first.
Maybe it was some of the smattering of Brooklyn fans that are here in Fiserv for him.
There's a few black jerseys, it looks like, in the building.
Somebody sold some tickets tonight. Harden connects on a 3.
It's been a real struggle for Brent Forbes.
After shooting so well in that previous series against the Heat, Harden hits his second 3 of the ball game. Holiday stays with him. A third 3 on the way. This one short. Gets it back, though. The floater in the paint. A little too late, Brook Lopez. Harden got it to fall. Giannis is going to force him to his weak hand. Got it to his strong hand and got the floater. Harden coming downhill off the green screen. Giannis picks him up, fires the 3, and hey, remember, this is a guy that led the NBA in scoring 3 consecutive years.
There's Harden for Griffin. Back to Harden, who scores.
A little buddy ball in the paint right there. Beautiful pass.
Harden and Durant have played the entire first half. Harden, shot blocked by Lopez, able to retrieve it, flips it up, and in. And the foul.
Must continue with that, Marv.
Milwaukee by 4. Harden on a step-back 3. Yes. James Harden from downtown.
Really, the offense here needs to pick up. As Steve said, no rhythm, no flow. This is a beautiful possession. And get that flow.
In this 7th and final game, here's Durant for Harden. 1 on the shot clock. Harden fires away.